I'm recording. I'm recording this now. So recap, congratulations to the entire team because we're a premier team and we're going to talk about all of our goals from now until summit. And the reason why I'm saying from now till summit, because I really want us to just focus, and then we'll go through and put our yearly goals as well. Like, I know Ashley and I both want to be elite. My goal is to be 15-star diamond elite by the end of the year, but I'd like to be able to lock in 5-star at least by summit, which wouldn't make sense. So really I need to make it like 8-star in 6 months, right? 7-star, I don't know. I'm going to make it work. But we're just going to kind of go through and talk to you guys about expectations and all that kind of stuff. So it's super easy to get down on yourself. It's super easy to say that I didn't hit my goals last year. It's super easy to do all those things. I found myself doing the same thing. But the thing is, it's a new year. You can't change anything in the past. All you can do is move forward. And I really want you guys, that everyone that's on here says that they're a runner, and then even people that are watching the recording are saying that they're runners. I sent out that form to every single one of you guys, and you guys all are saying that you want this to be your full-time thing. So if you want this to be your full-time job, we got to treat it like a full-time job. And I say that loosely in only the terms of you can work harder like nobody else right now, nobody else later, just so you can live like no one else later. Like, you're not going to be having to work a 40 to 60-hour work week next week, next week you guys can quit. Like, when you're older, you know what I mean? Like, shoot for the stars kind of a thing, but you have to put in that amount of work right now so that you can live like that later on. And it doesn't require even 40 hours a week. Ashley and I don't sit there and work 40 hours a week. We do like work a lot, and we also know when we're not doing what we need to be doing. And so it's time this year. It's all about focusing on you. So I don't know who's all seen the post that I just made. Probably not very many people because I just posted it. But I posted something about we are going to be a lighthouse. And I just feel like it's going to be a good team motto, because a lot of us get distracted with life, with mom, with having kids, with work, with family struggles in the background, or just being pulled in so many different directions, and you're trying to do so many different things, and you can't. You feel empty because you are jumping right into the storm. You're jumping into the ocean, and you're trying to find and fix and do all these things and bring all these people and save them and make sure that they don't struggle. And you're there to help them because that's what you're here to do. You don't want to hurt their feelings. You don't want to put boundaries, blah, blah, blah. Okay? No. That's not your job. Your job is to stand like a lighthouse, okay? We're lighthouses. And we're going to stand like lighthouses, and we're going to stand tall with every wave that crashes, through every storm that passes, and every single possible thing that can go wrong. You are a lighthouse. And for anybody that's calling you in different directions, for anybody that's telling you that they need your help, for anybody that's pulling you away from your day-to-day duties, the basics of what this job is going to entail, then you're going to be pulling them down, and they are out in the ocean and they're struggling on their own, and it's not your job to go out there and pull them along back to shore, because if you leave and you're no longer the lighthouse, then neither of you are going to find your way back to any sort of light. You just disappeared. There's no shore in sight, darkness all around, and then you are all going to struggle together downhill, and it's just going to go from there. And I'm saying this, and I literally cried today even thinking it, and I've been talking about this stupid lighthouse for like 3 days, my sister and Ashley and everyone, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just keep getting this vision and the same conversation going through my head, and it makes me want to cry, because we can still help people. We can still be there for people, and we can still stand tall and stay focused on our goals, because the brighter and taller we become, the more people we can help, the more people we can save, and the more people we can like just make a huge difference in their world. So stop jumping out into their storm, into the ocean. They need to figure it out for themselves. People are just, including myself, I will find myself running around my own ship because I'm in my own storm, my own battle, instead of sitting there standing at the front of the ship and keeping my eyes on the light. Where am I trying to go? Keeping my eyes on the light so that I head back to safety, to the shore. Like, hello, you guys, doesn't that make so much sense? But nope, instead of keeping our eyes on the light, we are literally running in circles around our ship over and over, asking for somebody to rescue us, yelling for help, expecting somebody to be able to save us and just pick us right up from the middle of our storm and put us right back into the shore. And that's not how it works. If you sit there and you leave your boat, your ship unattended, and you aren't following any sort of direction, you're going to be lost, you're going to drown, you're going to die. That's just how it is, okay? So our motto for this year, okay, with business, with personal family, with your husband, with your kids, with everything, you have to learn what sacrifices you are willing to make this work. And if you want your goals to be big, then you need to be a bigger lighthouse, and you need to be stronger, and you need to plant, and you need to withstand every single wave, every single storm, every single possible thing that could come your way to rip you apart and tear you down and remove you from where you're trying to be. You need to make sure that you've created yourself so strong that you don't have to worry about moving no matter what happens, okay? And you stay focused. So this year we're going to be lighthouses, okay? That's what we are. And we're going to talk about goals. And as you talk about goals, we're going to get crazy, big, hairy, scary goals. And I'm going to let Ashley talk because she's got notes. She wrote them down. I wrote mine down. I don't have them next to me. So go on to the next topic, because I can talk to you guys about this forever and literally cry. Like, I even told John, I'm getting a lighthouse tattoo. I don't know if it's going to be right here. I don't know what it is, but a lighthouse. I am going to be a lighthouse this year, and I am not going to back down, and I'm going to set every boundary, and I'm going to work and be strong, and that way I can become bigger and brighter and shine so I can help more people, and it's just going to be so good. And I really, 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 really hope that you guys realize I am a premier coach, yes, but to bring this back to perspective, I had all of the points to be an elite coach. Really, it's not extremely hard to get all of the points for an elite coach. The only reason that I wasn't an elite coach is because I hit 2-star diamond instead of 5-star diamond, okay? That has nothing to do with any of you. That is not your guys' job to become diamond. For me, it's your guys' job to become diamond for you. But right now, my paid rank, so my lifetime rank is 2-star diamond. My paid rank is diamond. That's my paid rank, okay? You guys, you're either coach, emerald, or so close to diamond. And it's literally 4, so 4, 8, how many coaches to make a diamond? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 coaches to make a diamond, okay? 12 coaches to be diamond. And I'm at a diamond rank. Hello. You guys are not that much further away from me. So when we talk about our goals, Ashley and I have very similar goals. Yes, I understand that no matter what, like, I've been in this longer. I do have a little bit more customers or more whatever. But the thing is rank wise and goal wise, we are all basically around the same level. And we can all even shoot for elite this year, not just an elite team. Like, you don't have to just be a part of an elite team. You can have your own elite team. Okay. So I'm going to pass this to Ashley, but I just wanted to plant that, and then she's going to talk to you.
Okay. I'm going to go a little bit off topic, not for too long, but then go into what we were going to chat about. One thing that Jamie said, I don't remember exactly what it was that she said that made me think of this, but part of the training that we want you guys to do in your homework, which we'll talk a little bit more about later, but I just want to plant a seed. One thing that really, really resonated with me, and it kind of relates into all of what Jamie was just saying, is so I don't know about you guys, but I have a really hard time when like my challengers and my coaches fail. Like I blame myself and I tell myself that I'm not a good enough coach. I'm not a good enough leader, like all of that. Like I just get so in my head because the people that have signed up to me and signed up under me and told me all of their goals just completely fail. And in the training, they're talking about that. And well, in the training, I talk about it a little bit. It's more of the training that we're going to have you guys do, his name is Josh Coates. He has a podcast, and in his podcast, he was talking about this topic. And he was like, okay, so let's say, and it was actually a coach, like a Beachbody coach that he was coaching. He's like, so let's say your coach hits a certain rank in their business, like a super awesome rank. Are you going to take credit for their work? Are you going to say like, that was they got there because of me? And the girl was like, no, I wouldn't say that. And then so he was like, why are you blaming yourself when they fail? I was like, oh my gosh, I have been like spinning my wheels and like so upset over all of these things. And like, honestly, hearing that is what turned my attitude around, because I've just been focusing on all of the negative things that have happened in my business in the last year and all of the things that I haven't done. Like literally, I mean, I talked about this in our challenge group the other day and like on our call that we had. Just because you failed 92 times doesn't mean the 93rd time isn't going to be the time that you make it happen. So I just want you guys to think about that as we go on with the call and when you're thinking about goal setting and things like that. But let's see. So we did want to, I guess, transitioning. We wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about our new like team dynamic. I don't know if you guys saw much about like where Ashley and Follow Your Bliss is going with their team pages and such, but they have made it so that the leaders on the team are leading the team page. And so Jamie and I have decided ourselves to do kind of the same thing and join forces, since we're really, super close, like level wise, like in our business and things like that, and things that we're working on, and our goals are pretty much exactly the same. And so we're going to be working more as like a partnership to help you guys, whether it's like my coach that's under me or you guys under Jamie or whatever. We're going to be kind of working together. So we are in the process of creating a new team page. It's the one that's called Endless Victory Wolfpack, because my team name is Wolfpack and hers is Endless Victory. So we just literally combined the names. So that's where it came from. And also, Happy Wolf Shirt Wednesday. Got my shirt on, of course. Anyways. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. It's still, the page is definitely still under construction. So bear with us while it's, getting all put up. But that's the direction we're going. So if you aren't added into that group yet, make sure that you message us or like say in the comments here or something, and we can get you added into it. We did our best to add everyone, but Facebook is making you accept yourself into new groups. And so it's being really difficult. So right now, Jamie has been like posting in both groups and that's kind of a pain in the butt. That's not your guys' fault. So, but yeah, so that's kind of the direction we're going. And let's see. Yeah, Laura, if you're not in the new one, we'll definitely get you in, like at least if not before the call's over, afterwards. It's not a pretty page, so you may be in it and just never realize because there's literally nothing in it, just a couple posts. Anyways, so that's where that's going. If you see changes in there, that's what's happening. We just really liked the vibes too that we're going in our challenge group, and we're like, let's bring this to our coaches too. So anyways, am I missing anything, Jamie? Is there anything you wanted to add to that? Okay. So I guess what I want to do from here, and I meant to get on my phone so it was easier to share this with you guys, but I wanted to show some visuals and like talk about some things that like I've been doing day to day on a day-to-day basis. Is that okay, Jamie? I know it's a little bit off from what we're doing, but I don't want to just go straight into the homework. But anyways, so
Well, this is what I want to add something. She's going to show you guys something, okay? And when you guys look at this, she's showing you a system, okay? The thing that I lack is actually having a system that is consistent and that works, okay? The thing that Ashley is good at is writing things down. She's so good at writing things down. She's created a system, and it's actually a system that I'm going to be picking and choosing from. But when you guys look at this, you have to figure out, is this the system that's going to work for me or not? There are so many trainings, so many things. So the point of this is that you need to create a system, okay? ADHD probs goes to my girl Ashley, and I super appreciate it. So why don't you show them, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. So I was actually going to say something similar. Is this is the system that works for me. Just because I do it doesn't mean you have to do it the exact same way. I just kind of want to like inspire you to come up with something on your own. I think the biggest thing for me and like my success is that I am a total self-starter. Like I hope that you can agree with this, Jamie, but I don't rely on Jamie really for anything. Like I find my own trainings. I definitely like use her as a resource, but I find my own podcasts. I go on YouTube. I search top coaches. Like I'm kind of psycho, but so, I mean, that's going to set you apart from someone that wants Jamie or me to do everything for you and someone that wants to just be successful on their own. And we're here as a resource, and we're here to inspire you, and we're here to bounce ideas off of. But at the end of the day, you're the one that has to put in the work, and you have to do what works for you. I have, I'm going to tell you what your homework is so you have an idea why I'm showing you this. Basically, so Josh Coates, he is what's called a push coach. He works mostly with Beachbody coaches, I've noticed, but he's basically like a life coach on steroids, and he just what's the word I'm looking for? He basically makes all of your limiting beliefs completely invalid without even like talking to you personally. He's just a genius, and I love him. And he did a webinar right at the very beginning of the new year, and it's on YouTube, and I sent it to Jamie, and we both were like, wow, I hope it's okay that I say this, but my goals were so pussy before I watched this. Like, I seriously was like, wow, I'm a weenie. Like, I need to like set way bigger goals. And so just to give you an idea, right now, I'm not even sitting at a paid diamond. I got myself to diamond, which was awesome, but also sucked at the same time because I had to hold it completely myself. I've only ever generated like 2 emeralds. So right now I'm really focusing on my leadership skills, but I'm 1 coach on my left leg and 1 emerald on my left leg away from being a diamond still. So I'm not letting that hold me back. And my goal is still like this year, I'm going to be a 15-star diamond coach, and I'm going to have an elite team. And I even added, I'm going to be in the top 100 of the company, and I'm going to be a 6-figure earner. Like when I look at it, like if Emily Favre did it, like there's no reason I can't. You know what I mean? Like I see a lot of similarities in Emily's work ethic and me, except I just have never tapped into that. I was like, I did it in like my corporate world job, but not for myself. And I don't know why. Like literally I don't have a good reason. And so my goals are huge. And I'm a very, very, very visual person. And my brain is so like that I cannot keep track of my goals or literally even what I did 5 minutes ago unless I write it down. So I've made it super huge. Oh yeah, same thing. Heather Shipley. Like she's been a coach for 10 freaking months and she was elite. Like, come on. Anyways, so what I did here, I want to show you my setup, and I'm so sorry. You guys are I'm on my laptop, and so it might be like kind of ugly. I'm going to turn my little light off so there's no glare. But so first, I'm going to show you how I keep track of my coaches. I literally went to the store and I bought poster board and like just a little poster boards, and I use sticky notes. So if I come a little bit closer, you can see like I have my coaches' names, and then my sideways guy, that's Jordan. He's my only emerald, and so that's why he's sideways. And these are all my active coaches, and then all of my inactive coaches are here, and so it makes it so easy. Instead of me having to log into my back office all the time to see where I'm at, who's active, who's not, I update this once a week,
and I can just see it right in front of me and who I need to contact and blah, blah, blah. And then I also have Jordan's Business Center there. If you have not signed up somebody else under you, like whether it's your husband, your mom, your sister, your best friend, whatever, and you control their business, you need to do it. We can talk about that another time, but just planting a seed there. And then I also, every month, when I went diamond, this is like the biggest help for me. I have this whiteboard, and I don't know, is this backwards for you guys, or is it like a way that you can read it?
We can read it, Ash.
Okay, it's backwards for me, but yeah. So I have my why written right at the top. Change the course of my family tree. So I remember every single day why I'm doing this. That's one thing that I had to change my why this year, because I literally, like, if you asked me what my why was, I couldn't repeat it back to you. It was just like, I don't know, like I had this feeling of why I wanted to do it, but, you know, I don't know. Like I had this life that I pictured, but I couldn't narrow it down into one sentence. And so that's why I changed it, to change the course of my family tree. But so like my goals this month, like for myself, I have my personal goal for like my weight loss is to lose 10 pounds. Success Club 24, 10 new coaches, help 5 to 10 other people lose 5 or more pounds. I'm going to get to Team Builder this month. And I have this thing that I created. It's a good little segue, called BAEs, like BAE, like my bae. I like that better than Vital Behaviors. And I just think it's more fun to come up with your own things. It includes the vital behaviors, but I've added other things. I get super duper sidetracked when I sit down to work, because you have so many conversations going and this and that. And I have so many, like my wheels are just always spinning of the next best thing that I can do, my next post, and blah, blah, blah. Like it's just so nuts. So I needed something to come back to and be like, okay, I'm thinking too much. What should I be working on? So I made a list of things that I keep on. I have like 5 bigger sticky notes sitting over here. I'm sorry if this is like overwhelming you and it's a lot, but I just want you to know like what my business looks like. So my bays are literally just like a little list. It's nothing too crazy, but it's just the main things that I want to focus on. I use Google Streak to track my business. And so one of them is update streak and then work off of my streak. So I have like all of my follow-ups and things like that. Send out 20 invites, 10 compliment and runs, 10 new conversations, find new followers and add people on Facebook, plan my daily posts, take pictures, personal development, challenge group check-in and posts, the national wake-up call, and recognize someone or show gratitude in my life. So those are just like the things that I make sure that I get done before I do anything else in my business. I don't know if there's other, like any of that you guys want me to go over. If you have questions, let me know. But yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot what they said. Thank you, Jamie. Before anything else. That's why. See, I'm so scatterbrained. You don't have to have a perfect business to be successful, I'm telling you. Anyways, but I also have like my morning routine. I know I shared this in our challenge group, so I won't go too into it, but I have my morning routine here. So if I get distracted in the morning and be like, shit, okay, what was the last thing I did? Okay, I need to do this next. I have that. I have my daily goals. I also shared that. But so things like 100 ounces of water a day, in bed by 9, blah, 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 things like that. And then my 2019 business goals, which I've already shared with you, and then my 2019 personal goals. Just so that it's all in a super easy place, not in the middle of a notebook somewhere that's shoved in my desk, which is always how it's been until I created this system. And it's really been like, it's been keeping me very on track. Let's just say that. Do you guys have any questions about that, or like anything you guys want to add, Jamie?
I just want to say that Ashley is literally giving you tools right now, because she's been a coach for a couple of years and it's taken her, and she goes on and off, and she's like, why is this so hard? She's just now figuring out that it's because she needs a system. She needs a routine. She needs that. So here's where we go back to the lighthouse. Instead of running around your ship, wondering how you're going to get a system down, how you're going to get this down, how you're going to keep track of people, how is this going to work? Instead of that, you drive your ship. Look at Ashley. She's showing you she's the light. She's the lighthouse right now. And then that way you can join her. So that is what I want you guys to know. We can talk about until we're blue in the face. Literally, this business is so repetitive. so repetitive. And it's easy in the senses that it doesn't take a lot to be successful in terms of like the amount of time or whatever, but it totally, it's hard work, but it's so much more rewarding than it is hard if you allow it to be. It's going to be hard if you're just not really steering your ship and getting to the places and to the light and following all those things that is going to show you success. There's different ways of success. Success looks different for everyone. 7 months, 5 years. It doesn't matter how long it takes, but you need to gut check yourself. Is it taking you this long because you're holding yourself back? For me, personal growth, personal growth, personal growth. But also this last year, I set boundaries, not only boundaries with other people, but realizing how many of my own self-sabotaging habits that I still continue to have, where I would still fall into depression, where I'd still fall into anxiety, where I'd still jump right into the ocean trying to save other people that cannot be saved by me, especially when I'm not strong enough to do the saving because I'm struggling mentally. This job, the reason why they make you do personal development, I truly believe this, and I was thinking about it today. The reason why they make you do personal development is because it makes you the happiest you that you can be, but it also makes you stronger so you know that you can do this through all the hard times, and it inspires you so then you have material to post. So if you're struggling, you are not listening to personal development enough, or you're not listening to personal development that is helping you in the storm that you are in right now. If you are in a storm of, I know Chelsea posted something about how she's been struggling with mom guilt, so she's listening to a mom podcast. That is the only way to get that storm out of here, for her to be able to navigate through that, okay? If you're struggling with building, like with your finances, finance podcast, leading, whatever it is. I mean, we can go down a rabbit hole with that one, and I'm going to stop myself on that. But I'm telling you that this is a moment where you can recalibrate your ship, figure out where you need to go, and figure out what your system is going to be, okay? You guys are going to get so sick and tired of me talking about a lighthouse. I don't even know what's made it click in my brain, but you're going to get sick of it. But I will not be quiet about it because it just makes so much sense to me, and I hope that it makes sense to you too. So yeah, I just wanted to add that.
So I just shared in our team page my list of like my before anything else things, my bays. But what I want you to, like, what I want to challenge you to do, just in general, like this isn't a part of your homework, but like make your own system. Like I used to try and work off of other people's like to-do lists and things like that. Use mine as inspiration, but don't copy it. Not because I'll be offended. I don't give a fuck what you guys do, but because you need to find what works for you. And if you're not sending any invites out in the day, 20 is probably too much. You're going to be overwhelmed keeping up with all those messages. And I'm just being realistic, and definitely push yourself, but really think about where you're at in the business. I mean, shoot, maybe you can send out 70 a day. I know that 20 has to be my baseline. And if I can do more, I do more, but I get so overwhelmed with the messages, and I like to focus more on the conversations I have going. But you need to find like what works best for you and your business and go from there. Because I was spinning my wheels so much because I was trying to do what other people were doing. And so just use what I just shared with you as inspiration for your system. Like think back, like what I have decided to do, like, so I'm going to go a little bit on a tangent here. But when I was in high school, I played softball. I mean, I played softball forever. I still play softball. But when I was 16, I'd been on the same club team since I was 10 years old. And so I've been playing softball with, I think 5 of the girls had been on it as long as I had. But we'd been playing together pretty consistently. And we'd come really close to winning nationals before. And when I was 16, like I said, we went to nationals in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And so totally different climate than Oregon, like super hot, like nasty, muggy weather. And we, I I think, let's see. I don't remember how many games we had in pool play, so I'll just forget about that. But our first bracket game. So keep in mind, this entire season of the summer, we lost 2 games, only 2 games. And our first bracket game, we lost our first game. And we really thought we had a chance to win nationals. But we were like down for a second, like maybe like an hour or two. We're like, wow, that really sucks. We lost our first bracket game. There's 120 teams in this bracket. This is really going to suck making our way back. And we played 13 games in 2 days. And we won nationals. The championship game, we had to beat that team twice. Like nobody thought we would win it. Absolutely nobody. And I think I was a catcher. I caught like 7 of those games, I think. And like, that's unheard of. Like, it's so nuts. I've never been so sore in my life, but that just shows how strong your brain is. I was 16 fucking years old and I was able to persevere that. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason you can't sit your ass at a desk and send a bunch of messages. You know, there's no reason. And another example, and one thing that's really worked for me, and like, I guess the reason why I'm saying this is like, think of a time where you were super successful and where was your mind? Like, what were you doing to get there? That following season, my high school season for high school ball, my coach kind of like, he was like asking me like what I wanted to accomplish this year and blah, blah, blah. And I love softball's your love language. I love it. But my coach was like, I really want you to be first team All-State this year. And I was like, yeah, that would be really cool. But I'm going for player of the year. And I was just talking player of the year of the league. But I was kind of just like, screw you, dude. I'm going to do more than that, you know? And I chose, like, I worked my ass off for one. But the biggest thing, honestly, that helped me the most was visualization. Like, no joke. I sat, like, the entire season when we would be on the bus, like 5 to 10 minutes before we got there, there was this Taylor Swift song called Change. I don't know if you guys have heard it, but it reminded me so much of when my summer ball team had lost that first game, and then we battled our way back. You should listen to it sometime because, I don't know, it just really resonates with me when it comes to hard times and overcoming things. I don't know. I love it. But so I would sit there and I would literally close my eyes like this was me. I would have my headphones in, I listen to this song, and I would picture our whole entire battle at nationals and how strong my mind was in that time and how all I was positive. I had no doubt in my mind that we were going to win. Like, no joke, I'm telling you, we won like 9 out of those 13 games in the last fucking inning or in like extra innings. Like by one point, like I have no idea how it even happened. But anyways, it was magical. And so I would sit there and I would just visualize like my past success. And then I would go through each at bat I was going to have in that game. And I got on base. Like in my head, I was like, okay, now I hit a double. Now I hit a single. Now I hit a triple. Like I literally like focused how my swing looked. Like I got so down and dirty. I pictured myself throwing people out. I pictured myself picking people off of first base. I pictured myself calling pitches that my pitcher would throw and she would strike that person out. Like literally any scenario, like what if, I thought of it and I had a plan in my head of what was going to happen. And that year, not only did I get player of the year of the league, I got player of the year of the entire fucking state because I visualized what I wanted every single fucking day. I just want you to think about that. Like, I was in high school and I was doing these super hard things. Like, and just to give you like a grasp, like I had made like all state honors, but I think the best I had gotten was like second team all state. I don't know. It wasn't anything super crazy. Like I was always good and like I was sought out, but I never, ever, ever in a million years thought that would happen. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. And it's because I visualized. Like I just sat there, I visualized, and I believed myself. So anyways, I think you should do that. I've actually gotten back like in the mornings now when I sit, I have my start today journal that I do. And while I'm doing my affirmations, I'm listening to that song now and I'm visualizing these affirmations come true. And I have no doubt in my mind that I can take what I did when I was in high school, a little tiny baby, 16 and 17-year-old, and apply it to my business now. So,
well, and the reason why when you're younger, you don't sit there and go into life realizing all the obstacles that you're about to face. I
didn't think about what I'd done wrong in the past or when I struck out. I didn't give a fuck about that. And like, not only, sorry, I don't mean to like, I don't want to say, oh yeah, like I did so well, but like my batting average that year, because I was visualizing, I don't know if you guys know too much about softball, but the best you can get is 1,000. People like praise you if you get a batting average of 300. My batting average was 520 that year. I got on base 5 times out of 10 every single game. You know what I mean? Like, it just, the power of the mind is just nuts.
The power of the mind is so powerful in that direction, just as powerful in the opposite direction. So if you find yourself, I listened to a podcast and it's called Mother CEO, and it is not a podcast you want to listen on out, like on the loud, like around your kids, because he does cuss, but it is so good. Okay. Let me tell you, he said, if you look at somebody and said, wow, I wish I can do that. Wow, good for them. Wow, I wish my body looked like that. Wow, I wish whatever, you know where I'm going with this. Not only are you putting that in your brain and you're saying it or thinking it, that is you pretty much, and I'm not trying to get all woo-woo and all that kind of stuff, but that is you telling the universe, I actually don't really want that, because you are talking negatively about that person getting that exact same thing, or good for them, or good for them because they're more talented than I am, whatever. So you have to make sure that you're thinking thoughts that you can do it, because it's just as powerful. And then if you're thinking thoughts that you can't do it, or thoughts of doubt and all those things, then it's going to do you just as wrong. I mean, it could go both ways. So you have to choose. Then I know we talked a little bit about this on the challenge group call, where we were talking about how we all are iPhones. Every single one of us is a brand new iPhone, okay? We're going to be the big brand new iPhone because we are that fancy, okay? Every single one of us. So if I'm sitting down, we're sitting in a circle, and I'm doing some thing with the space bar and trying to figure out exactly how to get, you know, the thing that's going around all over the internet with the space bar, so you know where you need to fix something or delete something, whatever it is. Nobody knows how to do that. Apparently, I'm over here and I'm like, I knew how to do this. So I know how to do this. Me, as Jamie of an iPhone, is already able to do this. But then Laura is going to look at me and be like, oh my gosh, how are you doing that? Well, Laura, you can do it because you're the exact same iPhone as me. So we are literally the same. We're the same. We all have the same functions. We all have a brain. Yes, they may function a little bit differently. Our thoughts are different. That's what makes us unique. We have different filters of flavor that comes through our functions, and not everyone's going to like my flavor versus your flavor, because I don't know about you, but I'm not a big chocolate ice cream fan. I'm more of a vanilla girl, you know? So I need me some vanilla, okay? But you have to make sure that, what was I saying? I just had a brain fart. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. What was I saying? What was I saying, Ashley? Tell me. I just thought about ice cream, and then I totally forgot what I was saying.
I'm
Story of my
distracted.
life.
I'm sorry.
Okay, no. So what I was saying,
We're talking about how we're all the same.
Yes, we are all the same. So like, we are all brand new, spanking, big, extra iPhones, and we all have the exact same function. So you need to figure out which functions you are using and which ones you're not utilizing that would benefit you. Okay, get to know yourself, dig deep, figure it out, because there's nothing that I have. There's nothing that Emily Favre or Heather Shipley or Ashley Mole said. You guys, I started with Ashley when she was at the bottom, when there was like barely any coaches, and I've seen all of the success happen. And the only thing, I know them all very personally, there's nothing extra special about them except their hard work, grit, and consistency, and them telling themselves that they can do it. And we all have the exact same amount of each of that in our own machinery right here. So don't be so stupid and technology challenged. I can't talk. And get to know yourself, okay? So, okay, yeah, that's all I was trying to say. So to cap things off, be a lighthouse, be a smart computer, okay? A smart iPhone, because we all are and can be. And then, Jonna, are you laughing at me? And then, oh, shoot, I forgot. Oh, and set big goals. And so now on back, we're bringing this full circle. We're going to give you guys a little bit of homework, okay? And you have until Sunday to turn it in. Now, let me be real with you guys. I'm giving you guys till Sunday because I want you guys to sit down and really dig deep. Like if you cry while thinking about it. Do you know what I mean? Like I want to know exactly why you're here, because the stronger of a foundation you build with your why, that strength is your foundation of your lighthouse, okay? So we need to make sure that you do that. So we're giving you until Sunday. And what it is actually a video that Ashley shared with me, and it was incredible. And she's like, you need to listen to this. You need to listen to this. And I didn't. And then I'm like, can you please send it to me?
Is when you told me your goals. And I was like,
yeah,
you can set them bigger. You need to listen to this. You need to watch this YouTube video.
Yeah. And then I realized, I don't want to cry. Watching that video and thinking about all of my goals have always been way bigger, okay? And in this, I know he's going to talk about it. I wish I had my notebook. John, can you see if my notebook is on the kitchen counter? In it, it says, I'm not going to say the quote yet because I'll butcher it, but I wrote it down. But there's not been one single thing that I thought I'd be good at in life except being a mom. The only reason I thought I'd be good at being a mom is because I was the one raising my brothers and sisters. I was the one that they were calling mom. Thank you. I was the one that was taking care of them. And I was the one at 16 years old having to go to counseling because when my mom, my stepmom, decided to get clean, I thought that she was taking my kids away, but they weren't my kids. Okay. So the only thing that I thought I could do was be a mom and be with kids and nanny. And I walked out on every single job besides being a nanny because I am good with kids, because it was the only thing that I was forced to be good at. I had to take care of my family. My parents were doing drugs and alcohol, and they were home and they were leaving, and it was crazy. I taught my brother how to tie a shoe, how to ride a bike. I taught my sister all these things. Even my sister at 16 years old moved in with me and we got her GED. And I'm still taking care of my family, but in a different way, because now I'm the lighthouse and I am not the rescue boat. No longer. That's not my job anymore. Okay. So my goal when I started this, and I'm like, I don't think I could be a leader. I don't think I can do this coaching thing. I don't know how I can do this. And I had my crooked teeth. My posts were really ridiculous. You guys, I was even worse at spelling and grammar and punctuation. Like, believe it or not, I've improved. I know it's hard to believe because it's still pretty bad. But here's the thing, is I've constantly grown, okay, every year. And so I'm going into my 5th year as a coach, and I'm getting hard on myself because I'm not an elite coach. And I thought for sure I was going to be an elite coach. But you want to know something? I put my goals out there, big, giant, hairy, scary goals out there. And then I allowed myself to still walk the line of fire with all of my past. My past does not get to come with me to my future. It shaped me for who I am today so that I can have a great future and do all those things. But I'm the one keeping myself from the finish line. Okay, I'm the one doing that. And it's just like you're the one keeping yourself from your results if you're not doing the work, if you're not putting in the work for it. You're the one keeping yourself from the results if you're not pushing yourself hard in a workout, or if you're not meal planning so that you can be prepared for the week because you know you're going to be busy. Okay, you need to decide where your time goes. You are in control of your time. Okay, so I was watching this thing that Ashley was making me watch. Now I need to find my place. I don't know who did it. Oh, this is going to be impossible. Dang it, Ashley, I read it to you. Do you remember which one I was talking about stretch, or Oh, wait. Never, okay, I found it. Never decrease your target. Only increase your actions. So we put big, hairy, scary goals and they're really far away. And then you're like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. And you wake up every day with more limiting beliefs, more questions, more wondering if you can do it, more wondering, do you deserve it? I can't even imagine my life like that. I can't even imagine making $6,000. I can't imagine. You're literally telling yourself that you're not going to imagine it, that it's not going to happen. And then all of a sudden you decide, I'm actually going to make my goals a little bit closer to me. And then the amount of stretching that you're going to talk more about in the video and all of those things are going to be even more limited. Okay. In the video, he says, goals are not made to be met. Goals are made so that you can stretch and grow. So the further out your goals are, the further amount that you can stretch and grow. Okay. So you have to decide. Don't let yourself just stretch like this. Okay. Don't pussyfooting around. Okay. And just get the goals that you really want and put them so that you can grow even further beyond what you thought. And every day you're going to wake up and say, I can so imagine myself. I have never once said that. I think I've even always told Ashley, I know that I am entertaining and I am fun and I am all heart and I freaking know that I'm meant to do this. I know that I'm born to do this and I know that I'm going to be a top coach one day only because I'm so passionate. Like, I feel like there's just so much in me right now that I just cannot get out because it's just so much. And I have not allowed or opened up those doors to let him out because I'm still living in my concrete walls of the past. Okay. I know that we can do this. I know that every single person that's on my team, I've pretty much handpicked. You can ask Ashley. She's been here from the beginning. If there's a person that's bringing my ships down, they know it. Okay. Because I don't tolerate that. We are all really similar. Every single one of us on this call are so similar. All of you guys can do this, and we all have the exact same limiting beliefs, and we'd all love to be a top coach in the business and stuff. Don't sit here and say, well, actually, I mean, it would just be really nice to be able to do this, this, or this. This is all I'm here for. Now, you guys are lying, okay? You're here for bigger and better things. You just don't believe it yet, okay? So, going from there, we're going to give you guys a video, okay? It's a YouTube video, and it's with Josh Coates, and he's going to talk to you, and then he's going to be asking you questions, okay? So you need to be able to sit down. It's not a video that you can really listen. You can listen to it while you're driving, but then re-listen. I mean, I'm going to re-listen to it over and over and over again. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to have you guys sit down and write out your goals and the questions that he asked, okay? And that is what I want you to send a picture of or a screenshot of and post them to the Endless Victory Wolfpack group, okay? Because people are going to be scared to post those. They're going to think that they're crazy, whatever. There's no crazy goal, and there's no goal that's too little. You're not going to be judged, and I will call you out if I feel like you're not actually dreaming to your potential, okay? I will do that. And also, thanks, Grammarly. You're so funny. Yeah, you guys, I have I have Grammarly on my team. I can't talk. I literally struggle with saying all words, and it's exactly how I spell things out in like text. So, anyways, we're going to give you that homework assignment. Now, every single month, we're going to do a check-in with your goals and with what you're wanting, okay? And we're going to post the how to get to team builder, to team leader, and the road to elite, okay? And we're going to post those. You're going to print them out, okay? So here's the thing. I am a lighthouse, okay? Trying to show you guys the way. John, stop. You make me annoyed when you do that. Okay. And you guys are all ships, okay? But I'm a lighthouse right here on the shore, but I'm a ship a little bit further down. So I'm trying to control my own ship while also being a lighthouse for you, okay? Because I have not arrived to the destination that I know that I can reach, okay? So I can't sit there and drive all y'all's ships and mine too. But I can be a lighthouse for you, and I can do it, and I could pave the way with my ship. But you guys need to make sure that you're directing your own ship, okay? We're all in this together. We're like, oh, you know what I just envisioned? If you've watched Moana and they're like singing and they're going around on the ocean and they're all together like dancing, and that's us, okay? We're all together. We're doing the dang thing together and we're going to the same place. But you guys have to direct your own ships. I can't drive your ship for you, okay? Then on top of that, you have to be accountable. Create a system. If you create a system, post it into the group, because your system might also help another person's system. Okay. And I don't want it to be like, it's a new year, new me, and we're going to kick some serious ass this year. That's not what I'm just trying to make this about, because it should just have been this for me. And I will be the first to tell you guys that I am sorry, because I was not showing up. I was not being a lighthouse. And even some of you guys say I am. Okay. I was being a very dim lighthouse. Okay. Dim. Okay. I can be much brighter. I could stand much taller for you guys, for myself. And I want you guys to do that for yourselves as well. Okay. Speed of the leader, speed of the pack. Okay, I'm ready to run, and I will not sit there and drag your asses with me if you don't want it. But I would love to hold your hands as we run together. Okay, so on that note, we will make a formal post with the homework. Ashley, do you want to add anything? And do you guys have any questions?
Yeah, you left out the best part.
Oh, yeah, what?
The incentive that they get for finishing the training.
Oh my God, how did I even leave that?
It's okay. But what our incentive is, so since Jamie and I are starting to work together more, whoever finishes the training, Jamie's gonna do this because she's better at it than me, but she's gonna create like a little schedule where you can sign up for a one-on-one with both of us together.
Yeah.
So it'd be like a 20-minute, like one-on-one. We can talk about your goals, blah, 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 all of that. But you have to finish the training. And honestly, I know it's late where a lot of you guys are, so don't like feel pressure. But if you have the time and you're not going to bed, I suggest you do it tonight, because ride this train. Like if you're feeling good, like right now would be a great time to sit down and do it. But you have till Sunday. So
you do have till Sunday, and a one-on-one call with us is going to be a structured one-on-one call. So this is what I'm going to add, a little bit more of a challenge. I also listened to a podcast.
Incredible. But she said, did my things just die? Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, John. Headphones are dead. Okay, so in this call, she said, in order to unlock your mind and in order to really dig deep, like we ask questions, but if we really sit there and think about it, instead of going straight to asking the question, we can find an answer on our own. So when we do these calls, make sure that every question that you have, you say it and ask yourself, can I figure this one out on my own? So we can make sure that we really are able to help you within that 20-minute, 30-minute call. We haven't decided on length yet, but I want this to be like a call where we can really help you plan whatever it is that you're struggling with, but we want you to come prepared, okay?
Yeah.
Does anyone have any questions?
Comments? Melanie. You're muted.
Here,
Sorry, my 2-year-old's yelling. So talking about kind of like the organization that Ashley was talking about a little bit. I saw that on the Beachbody coaching page, maybe the 411 or whatever it was, they had posted a really good tracking sheet.
Yes, I printed them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I printed that today too. So it starts on a Thursday. at least the way that they have it going. So it goes Thursday, Wednesday. So I printed that out today and I was like, that's kind of perfect to like start the week. So that's on there if you guys aren't on that page. And it's it's
really awesome.
crazy structured. So
yeah, like
if you need structure.
Right. Like I'm the type of person, like I need structure, but I need to create it. Like I can't, like I have a really hard time doing something else that someone else created unless it's literally like perfect. And so I printed off a bunch of those sheets and I was doing it and I was like, ugh, I don't know, like just something didn't feel right. But if you're the type of person that can just do that, like don't reinvent the wheel. Use your resources. Like there's no need to put extra effort into doing what I've done if that's enough for you.
And you guys, your back office is part of your storefront in terms of like, you know how you go into a store and you see all the pretty stuff put out really super nicely. Okay. So you go into that store and that's your Instagram, that's your Facebook. It looks super nice, organized, clean, whatever it is. You're showing up every day. You're unlocking the doors. Okay. But then you go into the back office in the store where all the magic happens, where payroll happens, where all the paperwork is scattered everywhere, and where all of that is your back office. So many times I get questions of stuff that's all in the back office as well. And there's so many amazing tools. You guys, they have changed a lot of stuff to try to make it easier for us. And so I want to make sure you guys know to check your office, check the news, check all of those things. It's super important. Okay. And then, yeah, I love that you printed that out, Melanie. And you guys, the reason why it starts on a Thursday is because Thursday to Wednesday night is our working week. Okay, so I would print that off right now if you guys can, and start fresh tomorrow. Okay, yeah, tomorrow's the 10th. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. It's still a new day where you can start fresh. And so I want to make sure that you guys are utilizing all of the time, all of the resources, and get out of your head right now. Go to bed with personal development in your ears. Wake up early. We are doing 6:20 workouts every morning, and I know that's been really helping me with my whole day. And even though like last night I got barely any sleep, and I still got up because it's the accountability, whatever it is, figure out a routine that's going to help you. Okay. Be a lighthouse, do your homework. And I mean, I'm sure there's so many other analogies I can throw in there. I don't know why my brain thinks like a freaking coloring book, but it does. Okay. Do we have any other questions or comments? Raise your hand if you have a fire under your ass now all of a sudden. It's happened. Yes. Everyone's hand should, yes. And I freaking love that, Harley, that you're here, and Laura, that you're here, and Melanie. You guys are the newer faces on these calls. And you guys, there's more coaches. We need to get them all on. Okay. So I can't wait. You guys, also really quick congratulations. Guess what? Ashley, you earned your Summit trip dollars. I got an email saying that you earned it. And you guys, if you guys aren't registered for Summit, you can still register now, obviously all the way up until July. But even more special is Karen, our UK coach, is flying in to PDX on the 5th, and then she's going to fly with Ashley and I to Indianapolis to Summit. So she's going to be there with us. So I'd love for all of you guys to be here, and any of you guys that are local, or if any of you guys want to come fly out to Portland after Indianapolis, she's going to be staying here until the 18th. So it's going to be freaking rad, and we can slumber party it up at my house. I'll volunteer at Ashley's house. I'm just kidding. She doesn't have kids, so it might be more fun.
I have crazy ass dogs, but you'll just have hair all over you.
I am so down. And if we are able to reach goals and stuff, I'm sure I can offer incentives to help with all kinds of travel and stuff like that. But I can only offer that when we all as a team are working together. So I swear everybody better be at Summit. And then extra bonus, it will be everyone could come back to Portland. We could go on hikes and just have a really good, fun kind of retreat style whatever. And it's my birthday weekend. Summit is. So for my birthday, I'd like you all to be there. July 12th. It's a date. All right.
Cool.
I'm just,
Alrighty.
and we're gonna get matching tattoos maybe. So
Yeah. I want to take a picture.
yes, take a picture.
Oh gosh, I have to do it from this side because my lighting gets screwed up.
Can you send it to me, Ashley? Because I can't look at my phone and the screen.
I guess it's fine. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Cool.
I mean, when you're feeling yourself, like I'm looking in the thing, it's because I'm
I'm feeling myself.
I'm like, oh yeah, you cute. Okay. John's over here, like, what the heck?
He's gonna jump your bones.
Oh gosh, probably. All right. On that note, we are done.
All right, I love you guys.
Guys, thank you guys.
I'll post that posted in the next 5 minutes in the team page. So
Perfect. Okay.
bye.
Bye.